finish it with a song.
Yeah, Philly Tap Bend, it's your boy, I am Jan. This is the 76er Sideliner Report, where you know I speak my mind and I don't sugarcoat shit, but you know that already. Let's get right to the topics, man. I'm gonna just go over some 76ers news, man. We just gonna go. In fact, we just gonna go over NBA news in general. Let's get right to it. I don't know. They say Dirk or KG or Duncan. That is not a question. Tim Duncan all the way. Got more championships than both of them. Not only that, Tim Duncan is the big fundamental. If you watch my videos, go check it out. When I'm going Tim Duncan is one of them ones, the big fundamental. He's going to just do everything he need to do. No flashy type shit. As it says, Tim Duncan was the big fundamental. No flash, no frills, just winning bank shots, perfect footwork, elite defense, and leadership. Tim Duncan. That's just who I'm going for now. If I wanted energy, I'm going to go KG. You feel me? KG comes, he brings that different kind of energy, that dog mentality that you might want on your team. So if you want to go dog mentality, I'm going to go KG. Now, if you want to go finesse, a person that's just going to get you buckets, be able to put that motherfucker in the hoop, you gonna go Dirk, because this shit more prettier than all, out of both of those guys. Over here you got the Nasty Antetokounmpo returning to the Bucks for 1 year, $2.9 million. That's good for him. Respect to Giannis Antetokounmpo, always keeping his brothers in the loop, always making sure that they get in a contract, always making sure that he's getting commercials, always making sure that he's getting sneaker contracts. You want that for your best players, and you want that for the family that's with him. At least we dream for shit like that. Like, I wish if I was in the NBA, I'd definitely try to get my brother a sneaker deal, shit like that. But a lot of times people aren't able to pull that off. So shout out to Giannis for being able to keep his brother in the league and making him a millionaire. You got LeBron flexing his trophies in the living room. He got 4 championship trophies. LeBron always doing shit for a reason too, by the way. You watching Ohio State games, Texas games, what you about to be on Arch Manning strap, you know what I mean, for the next 2 years or whatever. You might come out one and done, but the 4 chips, come on, Brian. I respect it. You heard that they saying the Sixers were named the worst salary cap situation. By that statement, yes, we do, because we got 2 max players who aren't playing. And we got 2 max players who are just sitting down, injured. They're old, and they're trying to figure it out to get it back together and to get themselves back on the court. I keep telling everybody, this season is about the young fellas. It's about the young guys coming together to show the city that we do have a future. Like, at this point, we shouldn't even be worried about Embiid. We shouldn't be worried about Paul George coming back to be able to contribute. With those 2 old motherfuckers, they should just sit their ass on the bench and figure it out until they get healthy and be like, no, I know where I can get in, where I can fit in. Y'all not our stars anymore. It just is what it is. I've came to my senses about it, and I want y'all to come to y'all senses about it. Those 2 guys are just going to be our addition pieces that people got to worry about, but our young is really going to be the ones out there putting in that putting in that work, putting in them foot hours. It's going to be our young guys. So look for that. And I agree with this status. We do have the worst salary cap situation in the league. Yes, I agree with that, RB. I definitely agree with that. Shout out to RB too. Over here, we just gonna get into this quote from Kenya Martin. He always got some out-of-pocket shit to say, which he should stop, because it be uncalled for sometimes. But do I need to remind this boy his last name is Lynn, Martin said with a sarcastic face and tone. Like, come on, man, let's stop it with these people. There is no way possible he would have made it on one of our teams with that bullshit on his head. But his play, Kenya, fuck the shit on his head. It's just the play, Kenya. I get what you're saying, but come on, bro. Come on, man. Somebody need to tell him, like, all right, bro, we get it. You want to be black. Like, we get it. But your last name, Lynn. Respectable comment in 2017. I get it. Sometimes, other races like to, perceive themselves as whatever. But it's not that big of a deal. And then you got Jeremy Lin respond. He says, hey, man, it's all good. You don't have to like my hair, and definitely entitled to your opinion. Actually, I am legit. He must have meant I am legit, because he said, actually, I legit. Actually, I am legit grateful you're sharing it, to be honest. And at the end of the day, I appreciate that I have dreads and you have Chinese tattoos, because I think it's a sign of respect, which, touche. If he can have if you can have Chinese tattoos, he can have dreads. It shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be like a cultural thing, because he's not about to tell you, nigga, you trying to be Chinese because you got Chinese print on your arm. He's just saying that as a society, we should appreciate each other's cultures, which is a respectable statement. Kudos to both players. That's just something that they were talking about. Let's see what else you got. We got Jim Jones that just popped up here. Nobody gives a fuck about this, but his homie Mel Matrix just got out of the jail for doing a bid from the 6ix9ine bullshit. Totally unrelated. Again, nobody gives a fuck. Let's go. The Eagles really ruined this man's year. Who gives a fuck? We not here for that. Let's see. Happy birthday to Jalen Brunson. Fuck you, Jalen Brunson. That's just how I'm feeling. Every time they go to that, they don't want to show that. If a nigga got my number and still choose to go on the internet first, ain't no coming back. You a hoe. Fuck you, hoe. You a hoe. That's a fact. Over here, it says Kendra Perkins says Kyrie Irving never gave LeBron a chance to be a big brother because he idolized Kobe so much. He idolized and looked up to Kobe so much that he actually wouldn't give Bron a chance to be that big brother figure. Even when y'all won it, it wasn't there. But I'm just keeping it real. Kyrie never really looked at Bron as the big brother. Kobe was that big brother to Kyrie. As you watch their careers, as you watch how things panned out and how Kyrie's personality is, I mean, of course, like even if you look back on the earlier tapes when they were in Team USA, just, practicing before like the Olympics, that I forget what year it was, but Kyrie wanted to play Kobe Bryant one-on-one. Kyrie was just, just so excited to be in front of him, just the way he talked and just how he went about the game. As you see how Kyrie played, big shots, things like that. He take the game serious. I'm not saying that LeBron doesn't, but it's just that Mamba mentality, man, how he approached the game. Not saying that LeBron approaches the game bad, but, it's just with mental mind game, right? Whereas Kobe, he's going to play the mind game, but he's going to be up 4 or 5 hours before you. That's his kind of mind game. Like, all right, he going to tell you, you ass, you ain't shit, you this and that, talking shit to you, but then he's going to also be putting in the work 4 or 5 hours, reminding himself, like, this is what greatness is. You want to make sure that you putting in the work this day, and you want to build patterns so then years down the line, you done had a whole repertoire full of work that you done been putting in, and it's going to show on the court because a lot of people aren't going to be able to keep up with your motor. That's the kind of person Cole was, you know what I mean? He dedicated years and years and years in the back end when nobody's watching, so once he get behind those bright lights, everything's just going to show. That's kind of how Kyrie Irving is, you know what I mean? He puts in the work. Nobody really appreciates him like that. But, LeBron is more of the kind of person who works on his body, longevity and things like that. And then when you look at the two characters, the two players, Kobe has, 5 rings. LeBron has 4. Now, we would say, oh, well, Kobe was in the league longer. We can't say that no more. You know what I mean? We as Kobe fans, we're gonna say, oh, if Kobe had LeBron's way of keeping himself healthy, then maybe Kobe would have more than 5. But but that's just who Kobe was. Kobe is gonna go out there and play with a broken fucking finger, broken. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. He just Mamba mentality. So you can see why Kyrie Irving was more geared to Kobe than LeBron, and he never gave him that look because you ain't no big brother to me. You're my teammate. My big brother over there in LA. That's just how he looked at it. Over here, they talking about Kyrie Irving's career averages. And when you look at his averages, he actually got better every year, which is crazy because the years that he was winning the championships, those were his worst years. So he was the worst of Kyrie. So from 2011 and 2017, he averaged 22 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.3 steals, 46% shooting from the field, 39 from 3, and 87 from the foul line. It's good numbers. He's a young fella. He was an NBA champion, 4-time All-Star, which is crazy, and I didn't realize. He actually got better when he went to the Boston Celtics. He averaged damn near 24 points, 4.5 rebounds, 6.1 assists, and damn near 2 steals again. This is crazy because that year was overshadowed with his signing and him just leaving LeBron and all of the BS that was going on with that I didn't even realize he was scoring that much or just had an impact on that team. For real. He made 2 All-Stars there. He won all NBA, 2 All-Star teams there. That's cool. I didn't realize that. But then you head on over to the Brooklyn year, 4 years he was there. He even got even better, which was overshadowed by the bullshit from Nike and all of the extra shit that he was posting. I don't really get into the politics and all of that, but yeah, he had a better season there with 26, damn near 27 points a game. We didn't even realize it because, like I said, other BS, 5 rebounds. He was going crazy. Damn near 6 assists. And what I did notice is Kyrie gets fucking damn near 2 steals a game. So if I bet 3 steals a game, he should win me some money because, as you can see, we're just going to say fuck these stats because he had a 49, 39, and 91 season. We're just going to jump on over to the last season that he had last year. 25 points a game, just dipped, 1 point? Who gives a fuck? But the rebound's still about 5. He averages about 5 assists consistently, 5 to 6 assists. As he's damn near still in his prime, for real, doing the same numbers. Look, he averages fucking 1.3 steals a game. So for every year in the league, he's getting about 2 steals a game. And then the last year, he shot 49% on 40% from the 3, which is amazing, on 91% from the fucking foul line. That's crazy. So, Kyrie just, he's still in his prime. Like it says, Kyrie the only guard that's never left his prime. I mean, with these numbers, hell no. That's why they say he's the most talented. You got to keep it pushing, though. We can't talk about that. Lauri Markkanen, he's on the news board today with 43 points. He's actually been in the EuroLeague going crazy. He was 7 to 13 from 3-pointers made. That's insane. I didn't even realize that. 43 is crazy. Hopefully he come back and do something to play with Ace Bailey because they going to need all of that. They're going to need it all. I've noticed that throughout my experience, when you keep positive energy, positive things happen. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. What else we got on the board to talk about here in Sixer Nation? Nothing. Not even Sixer Nation today. It's really just NBA talk today. The top 10 scoring performances of 2024-2025. Nikola Jokic with 61. I did not know that because we were having so much of a bad season that I did not give a fuck about last year. I'm going to be real honest with you. De'Aaron Fox had a 60-piece nugget. Did not know because, as I just said 2 seconds ago, which I won't repeat right now, who gives a fuck? Giannis, 59. Nikola again with 56. Steph had 56. Jalen, 55. Jamal Murray. Wait a minute. Didn't Quentin Grimes have like a high point scoring game? Why is his shit not on here? It's because he only had like 50 or 40 something. Because Shea is tops it at 52. Steph, 52. Ant, 53. 54, but it is what it is. Who gives a fuck? Right here, some have it, some don't. Yeah, that's fine. We ain't got it, but we'll get it. And your man right here injured, so fuck the Celtics, nigga. Fuck is you talking about on my Twitter with that bullshit shit? You got Saquon Barkley on the front cover, right where I need to be, baby, and we getting that bitch this year. Draymond on 2026 Warriors, whatever Money Green said on the last slide. Y'all not getting shit this year, just to be honest with y'all. And one legend's son is a park cheat code. Oh my God, let me find out. Skip to my loose son is OD out there playing chess in New York City is insane, Wimby. Michael Beasley is probably the most talented player that's not in the NBA, Dwayne Wade said. Bring him to the Philadelphia 76ers. We need a forward like that. That would be a stretch forward for sure. How about we should start doing a protest for that? Michael Beasley to the 76ers. Fuck it. Fuck we talking about. That's Philly tough right there. How about that? Did y'all see the big shot that he did in the big 3? Fuck it. Huh? You ain't see it? Fuck it. Michael Beasley to the Sixers. On a 1-year deal. Sign him to a vet men. Little 1-year deal. You feel me? Sign that nigga, man. Love Luka to death, but fuck the Lakers. Fuck the Lakers. That's just how we carrying it, man. 1,000 points, Rakia. Is that her? Yeah, Rakia Jackson. Like, come on, with 1,000 points, huh? Becomes the first player of the 2024 draft to reach 1,000 points, huh? These WNBA women are about to get paid. They're about to get paid. But they only gonna get paid if they actually want to do the fucking work. I'm not hearing all of that no back-to-back shit. You want to get paid like the NBA, you got to do NBA things. You understand me? You got to play back-to-back. If you don't want to play back-to-back, then you got to get to play. Now, if you want back pay for some old shit, you can get your back pay. You can get your back pay if that's what you're talking about. But you can't get no new pay that you want if you ain't going to do the shit that's required. You feel me? Back-to-backs is a part of that. Sorry. You got to do it. You got to do it. That's like, never mind. You got to do it. What else we got? Jeremy Lin retired. That's good for him. Yeah, if y'all haven't seen the Insanity era, when he came out and he was hooping, he was just having back-to-back games, torching shit, hitting game winners, crossing people up, electrifying the whole NYC area. If you wasn't there, just go to your local YouTube and go to your phone, type in YouTube, hit it, type in Jeremy Lin, Boom, you gonna see what I'm talking about. He had some good highlights. They weren't like amazing, like he was, but it was just like sparky plays. Sparky Jones, like who the fuck is? Oh, who the fuck? You feel me? It was one of them joints. So you tap into that. Kelly Oubre in the lab putting in work. This is what we like to see. We don't like to see nothing else but our Sixers players putting in that work. He on Payne Island. I was on Payne Island all last season too, my boy. Listen, put this work in. You got RJ there. Put that work in, my boy. Two lefties going to work. I think that's Chet. It looked like Chet. It don't even matter. I just want you to be putting in this work because I've been on Payne Island too, my boy. Listen, we got to come back and have a good season. And this right here is all I want to see. They acting real goofy. They ain't trying to let me VJ throwing his first pitch. You might want to check that out. Jared McCain was cooking the Cavs. I don't know if y'all seen that, but you just got to go check it on your own time. Adem Bona, he over there doing his thing in the Euro Cup. This is VJ Edgecombe on working with Tyrese Maxey. He's a great person, always smiling and always happy. I've been learning a lot from him. We've been working out early mornings. That's someone that helped me learn and helped me get better. It's just what I want to hear from these motherfuckers. You feel me? YN's putting in that work. That's what we need from our young guys. Tyrese Maxey understands it. He gets it. He understood how Ben Simmons was a fucking hater. He didn't want to take him under his wing and show him those good vibes and just seeing what it was like to be with an all-star point guard that we had. You feel me? Tyrese Maxey ain't going to let these young fellas feel how he felt. So this is just, you know, it's just good to see all smiles and happy vibes. Or you got the NBA Cup games, the schedule. I've went over it as well, but we're going to go over it again. We are in the East B group, right? So we're the East B group, and we'll play the Boston Celtics, the Detroit Pistons, the Orlando Magics, and the Brooklyn Nets. We're going 4-0. If I'm being realistic, we're going 3-1. I'm not going to tell you who we're going to lose to, because if you watch my content, you should know that already. We have those games ahead of us. You got Tyrese Maxey over here. Tyrese Maxey's not knowing how to use a can opener, blew my shit. If you haven't seen that video, go tap into that. In other news, Micah Parsons just got traded to the Packers. I'm not a football guy. I don't give a fuck. John Wiggity Wall retired from the game. You know, they wouldn't give my guy a chance. So you got Georgia State player snatching an Ole Miss player chain during pregame. You got a lot going on. And if you haven't, you want my live reactions, just drop in the comments what you like me to react to, and I'll give you those vibes. I appreciate you watching the video, and if you're rocking with the content, make sure you like this video, share it, and if you got something that you want me to react to, drop a comment and let me know. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. This is the 76ers Sideliner Report. You know I speak my mind and I don't sugarcoat shit, but you should know that. Until next time. I better do it again, better do it again, better shit with a song.